Are the baseballs juiced? Let's start right there. What do you think?
It seems to be the topic, right? It seems to be people are talking about how tightly wound these baseballs are. I thought I heard the documentation of the commissioner saying that wasn't the case. But, baseballs are being hit at a tremendous rate of distance. But I know guys are stronger, and I know pitchers are pitching faster, and that could be a combination of it. But I've heard that. I obviously have no way of knowing. I should probably grab a couple and peel them and throw them, but I can't throw anymore.
No, but I guess that was going to be my question for you, John, is could you be able to, in the same way that we had that whole conversation during the Deflategate insanity, that a professional thrower of a football can grab a football and pretty much tell whether it's overinflated or underinflated. Can you tell if a ball is juiced just by grabbing it?
Well, you definitely can tell the difference between an all-star home run derby ball and a baseball. And I could tell the difference between a ball that just felt square in my hand and not round. Some feel smaller, tighter. When you've thrown over 250,000 pitches, which I'm sure I have, you definitely know the difference between a ball that feels good in your hand and a ball that doesn't. To the degree that the firmness of it and the tightness, yeah, you could probably tell there's just a little bit different between the baseballs. But, this is just a different era, different launch angles, different ways that guys are trying to hit a baseball, which in and of itself explains why all the strikeouts are happening. And, I think the plus minus on where we are with home runs and strikeouts is still yet to be determined.
What do you mean by feel square in your hand, John?
Well, when you get the loop, the four-seam fastball, when you're grabbing the baseball, sometimes the ball feel oblong, and that was the definite for me to throw it back. Not every baseball is made perfectly, and there's some that feel just unbelievable in your hand. They call them pearls. But the biggest thing is when you find one you like, and think about today how many baseballs they go through a game. You could put a ball in play a couple times and pitch with it. Now every ball that's hit gets pretty much thrown out. So there's a different rate of which we go through the baseballs, and certainly a different flight of the baseball than we've ever seen before.
Well, let's just say that the balls have been wound tighter, and let's just say that has happened. Is that a problem when it all comes down to it, John?
I don't think anybody has had a disadvantage. I don't think there's a problem in that. The fact that baseballs are being thrown, like we said, harder and firmer, that's a byproduct of the ball being maybe tighter. Who knows? But you can spin a baseball. So, look, it really is, whether you like it or not, a game that has changed through science. And it's changed so much through science that we haven't figured out how to stop the injuries. That's a problem. And it's changed so much that guys now are being rewarded or not discounted for the amount of strikeouts they have. That used to be a detriment. That used to be something that cost you in a long contest. That's not the case anymore.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern on radio stations across the country and audience.
If you like that video, be sure to download our app. Don't have any memory on your phone? Let's start to delete some of those slow-mo videos you have. And you know which ones I'm talking about.